Not me.
And we're live.
We're live. Awesome. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to our bastardization of the girth system. As my mic falls. I'm Dane. I'm Dane Brancato. I'm gonna be your lovely GM for this session. As we all try and figure out this wacky system together. Instead of doing which character I'm playing, my bit's gonna be I'm gonna give you a little bit of world lore every session. So things that couldn't fit in the intro, that kind of thing. So today's world lore, this week's lore drop, that's what we'll call it, is in this world, about 2/3 of the population have a small power called an aptitude. Usually by themselves, these are something very minuscule, hardly noticeable, but these powers get amplified when you're wearing the Vanguard's battle suits. For example, if someone has a type of flame power, without the suit, you're gonna see people who can maybe make a small little candle from their finger or can heat up something with their touch, but it's not gonna be much more than that. When they're wearing their suit, you get full-blown pyrokinesis, Blaze from Sonic the Hedgehog, that kind of thing. Human Torch type things. So the possibilities are endless, but really only if you're wearing the suit. And these powers can grow with their user over time, the more they're used. So that's pretty fun. Remind me what the order is. Sam, you're up.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Sam Rinaldi, and I am playing Rini Hoshino today. I don't know if she actually gave her last name in any of the session last time,
She did
purposefully,
now.
but outside of game, she sure is. There you go.
Yippee. Drew, you're up.
Hi, my name is Drew Borden. I am playing Colt Candelaria for this campaign. Yeah. He's a bartender.
Nice. Connor.
Hello, my name is Connor McGinley. I will be playing Casper Sky, the green-colored. I mean, she's not green, but that's her suit color. Consummate professional negotiator. How about that?
Yeah, Julia, you are up next.
I play Dante Ibiki, and Dante is a veritable ball of rage, with an attitude problem.
Really thought you were gonna say ball of sunshine. I said sure.
Yeah,
With
he's
fire.
a joy. He's a joy.
Hello, my name is Maxwell Williams, and I will be playing Emmett Darrowfell, the shy boy, who lift big, but is trying to be a doctor. So
Lift big, heal harder.
lift big, heal harder.
Aaron. Last but not least. I can't talk today.
Hello, I'm Aaron Borden. I am playing Edison Montour. He is a disabled old man, I suppose. He's got a lot of prosthetics on the left side of his body, and he is I don't know how much info we're sharing.
As much as you want. I'm gonna start
That's it
making
for now.
fun facts mandatory.
I'm gonna say
He's fairly disgruntled right now.
Yeah.
It's not D&DS without a
Awesome.
disabled old man in the party.
Right.
It's true.
That's our bread and
We
butter,
need one.
baby.
That's true.
That's the one.
Yeah, so we're gonna just jump right into it if you guys are ready. But
Yes.
to a quick fill in of last session that we did, these new applicants were in the process of the entrance exams for the Vanguard, a group of military-esque um, organization set to defeat hollows, monstrous creatures that threaten the peace of these last remaining cities in the world. The primary city that they live in, New Ceres, is the pinnacle of human rebuilding, human evolution. It's a very cyberpunky feel. Um, and getting into the Vanguard ensures you access into the city and not just its undercity slum suburban area below. Getting into the city guarantees prosperity, safety, um, and most of all, opportunity. So, these, oh my goodness, my brain is, I apologize. We're bouncing all around today. It's been a hot minute since I've DM'd. But this exam, the first phase, physical, everyone passed, some just barely. The second phase, mental, flying colors almost around the board. Uh, Third phase was going to be a rare situation, something that none of these, well, 5 of the 6 of them have never experienced, and that is actual combat with hollows. The party suited up in their new battle suits, some of them their familiar battle suits, and entered the training area. Right as the match started, or the exam started, that is where our session ended. So we're going to pick right up as the doors to this elevator waiting room that you were in swing open, and you see the desolate city in front of you, a Mach 1 created specifically for the trial, but torn to hell and back nonetheless. You see ruined buildings toppled over on their sides, foliage growing way out of control, scaling up some of this rubble. You see the pavement and the sidewalk just torn to hell, craters scattered around. Clearly, this area has not only seen its fair share of battle, but as rampaging hollows traverse the area as well. And you are given a quick heads up on your little HUD screen for Edison and Rini. Your visor and your eye, respectively, are wired into your suit. Everyone else has a small little scouter light screen that covers one of your eyes, giving you a quick little overview of your objective, and that is defeat at least one hollow and return to the safe area within 2 hours.
Cool, cool.
Okay.
Standing before you, it's quiet. Almost deceptively so. But you have free reign of this miniature city to begin your hunt.
Do we want music?
Oh, yep. Sorry, I knew I forgot something.
All good?
A is good.
We'll try
There
that.
we go.
Nice. Um. So we get sent out like separately, so we don't see any other groups yet.
Not at the moment, no.
Okay.
Wait. So all of the groups are in this same area?
Yes, you're all in this. It's a very large mock city. Probably a good like 10 blocks worth of city.
And we just like all get placed in different parts of the city.
Yes. Yeah.
see.
So we could
The
run into
elevator
other-
waiting room that you were in was like Willy Wonkaing around in every direction to get you situated.
Gotcha.
So what do we do?
Well, any of y'all good at tracking? Cause that's not my shit.
Cause your boy can't do it.
Rini kind of looks up at don't tell me his name. Don't tell me it. Don't tell me it. Dante, just kind of like with like big eyes, like.
Dante,
Just
yeah,
That?
Dante, his eyes are you can watch as his singular like working eye like scans the entire perimeter. Like you can see the processes in his mind as he's making mental checks of like every exit, entrance, like the tactics brain is going off right now.
So you've done this before. How do we go about this? Like, do we just kind of walk around until we find something? Is there a specific tracking method that we should be doing?
Trust me, it'll find you.
Okay.
Cheerful.
Sure.
Yeah, I should roll for tracking, probably.
Are you
Something.
are you tracking or are you letting it find you?
Well, I think he would like to know where
Yeah.
it could potentially come from, but he's not going to say anything because this is their test. He doesn't want to do anything aside stand in if
That's
he needs
fair.
to.
Okay. Then yeah, give me a tracking roll. That should be.
I
Help me
got-
out here. That's a IQ. Well, no.
Well, tracking is its own skill,
Yes.
and it's a 9. That means I have to roll above it, I believe.
Just
Below
roll
it.
below.
Oh, below.
Okay.
Okay, because I was gonna
Yeah,
say
so more
because I
points the higher
failed.
the number. I got
Because
you.
no,
What'd you-
never mind.
Right.
Because I got an 8, so I thought I failed.
Perfect. Nope,
So
you're
actually,
good.
I didn't.
So with an 8, what exactly are you trying to find? Are you trying to find where they are, where they went? Where
He
they've
is
been?
looking for where they've been. So essentially, like
Okay.
tracks that lead away from this current area.
The area that you're in specifically seems relatively untouched since you are closer to the wall right now.
All right.
But you can see you see a you see a side of a building probably directly in front of you. You see a side of it with these massive just claw chunks taken out of it. But it doesn't seem like it was like a deep attack. It was more so like something scaling.
Yeah, takes it all in silently, and he kind of turns and looks at everyone. He's like, "This is your test. I'm not gonna help you, unless you are probably about to die, and then maybe I'll step in."
Okay.
Are you amenable to being issued commands?
Hold on, I gotta
doesn't
roll
mean
for that.
Whoa!
I gotta roll for that. Hold on.
I love that I've talked to him twice and gotten lashed out at twice.
3 for 3, baby.
Let's go.
Oh, that's pretty low. What was it? It was not low enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Boy.
no. His temper, so like for those who don't know how to play GURPS, certain disadvantages, you basically have like a roll that you have to roll under or your character will experience that disadvantage.
Oh, no.
And Dante's bad temper roll is a 6.
Ooh, that's awful.
It's terrible.
And
So
it's 3d6s.
Yep,
So
3d6s.
You have to roll under a
Damn.
6 on 3d6s.
He's got a horrid temper.
Oh, he's got a terrible temper. I think he hears this and he takes it in and he doesn't even look at her and he just, no. And if you try, I'm leaving.
I think what our
Understood.
friend meant to say, maybe, are you gonna be like an active member of this group, or are you just like a supervisor?
I will supervise until one of you looks like you're gonna die. And then I'll step in.
Don't worry, Dante. We're not gonna die. And like she kind of like pats like his shoulders. She's like, I don't know how tall he is compared to her. I don't know.
He does the
like-
he does the little like the Yeah. It's like,
Yeah. Uh-uh.
yeah, no. Well, just like physical touch, like he just
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
Oh, he's broken.
Okay. Got it. No touchy in the future. Understood. Cool. S- So yeah, let's take a peek. How dark is it?
It's midday. There's no natural lighting from the city. You see a couple street lights on to help the slightly darker alleys,
Mm.
but shade will cover a lot of it. Not dark enough to impair your vision, but enough to be kind of eerie, ominous.
So like messing with the streetlights probably wouldn't help in terms of like finding things.
Theoretically, it could. It wouldn't hurt. You could try.
Hmm.
That's the way to say it.
Okay. Um. So should this be? Because I have. Do we use like our powers and stuff beforehand, or is it like we have to use a skill? Or not in
I
combat.
believe it's
Advantages have their own roles usually.
Yeah.
Mm.
In combat, I think it's different, but in this, it would just be like using.
Combat,
Casting a
you have to
spell
take a different action
whenever.
usually.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So
So
in
what?
this case, are you trying to use control?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I understand this, um, it is. Is it worth fatigue points? Did we decide on that?
Oh,
Just
is
to.
it? I didn't think it was for. I thought it was just for the one thing that it was fatigue points. Am I dumb?
Wait, what?
Uh.
Fatigue points for control?
Wait, are you using your aptitude or are you using like
No,
hacking?
no, no, no. I'm using my. There's a one of like my abilities is control. That's like
Control
it like
electricity.
control
Yeah, so
electricity.
that would
Yeah.
be
That's your
aptitude.
aptitude.
Oh, then I'm stupid. My bad.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you will use. Looking at your. I'm gonna say 1 fatigue point. Um, if you want to be able to constantly adjust it, but if you just want to like turn something on, I can give it to you for free.
Well, I was gonna say I just want to highlight some of the darker areas, like tune them on. I don't think I want to like alter them like on and off or anything like that
Okay.
right now.
I know
At
it's
least
a
right now.
smaller range, so if you want to just do the ones around you, I can give it to you for free.
Yeah,
Or if you
I'll
want
just
to
do
do
the
like
ones.
just down a hallway that you can see,
Yeah,
or an
like
alleyway.
what? Yeah, like just like an area I can see like in like semi-close proximity that's like darker. Good to see if we can find anything that like we've missed or that we could miss.
Yeah. So that's not even gonna be a roll. You can just do that.
Okay. Sick.
So I'm gonna give you a choice between a clearing to your left, a alleyway straight in front of you, or a hollowed out building on your right to be able to affect the lights on.
Alleyway feels like it's going to be too small, and I feel like that's something small enough that if someone else can like even like pull up like a light of some sort, that will be better use of that. So yes, we'll go building.
Building? Okay. So you see this broken down department store. Some of its lights kind of flicker briefly, and by itself, it just seems like destruction, like it's beyond repair. How do you like visually use your aptitude? Your little electricity hacky thing.
Yeah. I think the visor kind of lights up a little bit, like a bit brighter pink, and it's got like little coordinates, not like coordinates, but like little like boxes and stuff on it that kind of like outline the building and how big the building is, and then it's got like and she kind of like from her suit, like on like the little side, she kind of like pulls up like a little like whoop whoop, like little like square to type on with the visor on. And she kind of glows this like faint pink for a second, and she like types in like a code of sorts, and the building lights up. The lights light up.
I love it. You see the lights light up, and you see it's a double-story building. You see the first lights light up, and inside you just see ransacked, like knocked over aisles, torn up cabinets, like a very like convenience store area. And above it, you can kind of look through the window. You see some office room adjacent. And you hear a very loud smash, followed by the lights in the upstairs immediately turning off.
Ah! I just
as
turned
the
those
sound
on.
of broken glass falls to the ground.
Guys, I think I found one. And I think it's sensitive to light, so like that's good to know.
Well,
Even though I
that was
just
quick.
turned those on.
Good.
But yeah, I think it's in the department store, so we can like go kick some ass or whatever. If we wanna go do that.
Yeah,
Let's go
Rini,
then.
do you want to take point?
Huh?
Do you want to take point?
Take point.
Like, I feel like we should have like someone act as leader for right now, unless anyone else wants to volunteer.
Yes! I mean, it will be my honor. She kind of like straightens up a little bit and tries to look like stand in the way that Dante stands. She's like,
Oh my word.
I gladly will do that. Onward.
Let me check something real fast.
She's trying to come off like a leader. She's like, I got it.
Yeah, I think I understand how this works.
Dante gives her like
Over.
one look and he's like rolling his eyes.
So, Rini, how are you progressing?
Oh god, I'm scared now.
I'm behind
Oh
you.
no, I'm in charge.
Oh no, I'm
Oh,
in charge.
responsibility.
Uh-oh. Wee. I think she like kind of takes a couple, like how I'm proceeding, like. Sorry, there was like a fuzzy that was floating in my room. It was just, like I guess I'm just like starting to walk toward the department store, and I guess I'm just like I'm making sure that like everyone's like with me, because I don't think, well, I think she'd make sure that they're following before she just starts like walking, but she's like walking over semi-confident. She's like, cool, like I can get lights, it's scared of lights, I feel pretty good about this. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, it cut out a little bit. Can you say that one more time, please?
Oh, I'm sorry. I said I think she makes sure like people are following before she starts like walking toward the store, but she's not necessarily
Okay.
like waiting for them to like be like beside her. She feels like kind of like confident, like, okay, I found it. It seems not like light, so if I can provide light, that's perfect. Like I feel pretty good about this. I'm ready to rock and roll, Buckaroo.
I have a follow-up question for Connor. Does common sense apply solely when a player who
Aw,
has it does something, or the party in general?
bro, what?
Common sense would suggest that you know it's a bad idea for some reason.
So, well, I mean, like the common
sense I'm
sense
getting is that
advantage.
well, the sense I'm getting here is that like
I'm just trying to know for future reference.
By future, I mean right now.
I think
if
I
the,
think
if the
more
people
of
who have
the
it are doing the thing, then they can be
Okay.
like, actually, wait, maybe I shouldn't do this.
Okay, but like I wouldn't roll it if
I think the hard question is whether or not I care.
Emmett also
I
has
mean, you can
common
still
sense.
know.
Okay.
Sam, yeah, you're good right now. I
Okay.
just
It's whether
going
they
into
think it's a
this,
bad
I need
idea
to
or
know.
not.
Okay, so if
Rini does not have common sense.
Drew or Rini or someone who didn't have it were doing a bad thing, I wouldn't roll it still. But if one of the people who
If
do
the
have
whole
it,
group is doing it, then they would probably still get a roll.
okay.
Emmett is
Rini
gonna be
does
right
not-
behind Rini. by the
Edmonton
way.
is
not have common
following
sense.
her into the blatantly dangerous situation, then he can get a roll on that.
Cool. Well, are you all? Yeah, are you all following
Oh, you
Rini?
son of a bitch!
into a blatantly dangerous situation?
We're supposed to fight it. What do you want from me?
No, you're doing good. I just want to know where everyone else is.
Right behind Rini. Probably being a
Aw.
little more stealthy
man.
though. Like, if she's boldly walking out in the open, I'm at least tucking next to a wall.
Okay.
At least stand back a little bit. But I'm still following them, but I'm probably like 10 feet or so back, at least.
I will follow because this is a test of teamwork.
Awesome.
Where's Dante?
Yeah, where is Dante?
He's just standing
following.
outside.
He's like,
Honestly, like he probably watches them start to walk in, and he's standing outside, like
I think Edison is right by Dante.
damn.
All right. So 4 of you enter.
Sure, why not?
Okay. The base floor is still very lit. Like I said, ravaged. But fairly spacious. It's about the size of a Walgreens, and with the aisles being broken and smashed around, it really does open up the area. You see a large staircase / like escalator off to the corner that leads to a top floor that you just can't see yet. And as of right now, all's quiet. The stealthy people, can you guys make me a stealth roll if you have it?
Okay, I do.
And if you don't have
I
it,
do.
which I think you all do. Let me check Cole.
Yeah, I do.
You'd still roll against stealth even if you didn't put any points in it.
Yeah, okay.
You would just roll the default, which is going to be worse.
Mm-hmm.
Fail.
And if I recall right, default's 10, right?
No, default
No.
is
Lower.
something minus. Your
Oh.
dex -5 probably.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm learning.
So someone with bad dex would have a worse default than someone with good dex.
Okay.
while this is happening, can I make some sort of tactics roll to plan out how I'm gonna save them inevitably?
You're watching from the outside too. You're not just like
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Make me a tactics roll. While everyone else gives me stealth that is going in.
What if I wasn't trying to be stealthy? Do you still want me to roll stealth?
Roll me
Because I don't think she wasn't like, I didn't say she was like hiding between like corners like the others said that they were, so I don't know.
And it's lower that is good, right?
Are you yes,
Yeah.
roll
Okay.
lower is good.
I rolled
Are you-
3 2s. What are the odds of that?
Oh my
Damn.
goodness. Are you
That
even
succeeds your
remotely
self-control.
trying to
I think once they get
If-
in there, she's not still like.
You're like cautious, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, give me stealth with a say -3.
Mhm.
So take whatever your stealth is and
It's
lower the
3 to 6,
threshold.
right?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure before I started rolling. Whoa!
If you don't have stealth, it defaults to Dex or IQ. Minus
Nope.
5.
So you got to roll less than a 9.
Oh, I forgot I took stealth. I got stealth 12. Less than a 9, and then subtract 3 from my roll, or is that the 12 minus 3, which is 9? Is that what you're doing? Because if I have a 12 in
You
stealth,
don't.
Yeah.
You don't
you're
subtract
roll-
from your
you're at
roll.
12
9.
minus 3.
Okay, I didn't think
Yeah.
I was subtracted from my
Sorry.
roll, because I was like, that sounds like an advantage thing, so I just wanted to be sure.
No, in this system, don't ever subtract from your roll. Your roll
Okay,
is
okay.
always what it says it is.
Mhm.
Then I rolled an 8.
Damn, okay. Yeah. You all managed to enter this area pretty stealthily. You can hear now movement above. Almost like a slow stalking but a heavy pressure as on each step.
Hmm.
As something above was thrown off by the sudden lighting and has its guard up.
Is it like in the center of like the next floor, or can we hear it closer to like one of the walls or anything like that?
As of right now, it's in the center.
Cool.
It's kind of moving towards the far wall in front of you, in the direction of where the escalator staircase is.
Oh, so like it's gonna come downstairs. Okay.
Yeah, as of right now, it's very slow. It's not.
Mm-hmm. It's just
It's not
cautious.
like in a rush.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any like cracks in the ceiling or anything?
Yes, not enough that like it'll fall through on its own weight, but enough that some interference could potentially do something.
Have it crumble down to us.
All right. Emmett's gonna try to do something then. I'm going to. He kind of like reaches his hand out, and like behind one of the shelves where some of that shadow from the light is falling, and he like wraps his fingers around it for a moment and tugs as the shadow like it's tangible. And he's gonna attempt to use clarinsentience. Clarinsentience? Yeah.
Clear sentence.
Yes.
Clairsentence. As he's gonna try to displace his sight with the shadow as it kind of like snakes upwards into one of these
That's so cool.
cracks.
Rini also thinks that's so cool. She's like,
Okay.
What do I have to roll for this? An IQ roll to initiate it.
Yes.
I gotta roll below 13. Oh. Jesus! I've never rolled this well on D6s. No, that is a fail.
No. Oh, that's what you meant. No.
No. I've rolled so many 6s on D6s since I'm trying to roll low now.
So, stop me if you don't think this is how that would go. But you reach into the shadow, and you feel your vision start to fade to black as it is traveling through the shadow, and it goes up through the corner, and right before it reaches the end of that crack where you'd be able to see the upstairs, you feel this hard, not like force, but this like pressure. It almost feels like something casing start creeping on the side of your face, and that kind of throws off your focus.
Mm-hmm.
And you immediately you lose connection with the shadow.
Yeah, he'll be like, shit.
Emmett, you okay?
tried that one
Oh, okay.
before.
That was cool. I know. I don't think it worked, but it was really cool.
Maybe next time.
Yeah.
Um,
Is there a clear way to get up to it? Like, are the stairs?
yeah, there's stairs. They're intact.
Okay.
Also, Emma, do you have your hood on?
Yeah, I think it like sits in the
Okay.
middle of his head normally on his suit.
Um,
So it doesn't block his peripheral too much, but like it just adds a little bit of extra darkness
Awesome.
around his
Yeah.
ears and the side of his face.
cool. So
What a
then,
baddie.
And then he's
I
got like
think
his
I might-
staff on his back.
I might just go up the stairs real quick.
Casper, are you sneaking up? Are you just walking up, or what's the game plan here?
We were already being quiet, so I will continue being quiet.
Cool. I'm not gonna make you roll because you did pass it the first. No. Yeah, roll, please.
I was gonna say it's a new context. You might decide there's
Yeah.
a different penalty.
All the guides I've seen are like, don't make players roll that much, but like that kind of just takes a
I
lot of the
feel
game
like-
out of it.
I feel like it's like D&D. It's like if the circumstances change, then you
Yeah.
can roll again. It's a 10, so that's fine. I think.
You passed, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes. So you sneak up, and as you're walking up these stairs, before are you going all the way up? Are you stopping halfway?
I want to see this creature.
Okay. So you start walking all up, and before we explain what's up there, just to give the outside lookers, you guys see Casper as she just walks further into the building, now out of your line of sight. You see her heading towards the stairs.
So now everyone's out of our line of sight, or
Depending on how
Casper
far
walked
the
up.
other three are in the building.
oh, gotcha.
But Casper is now gone. Do with that what you will in just a second. Casper, you go upstairs very sneakily. And you see office buildings, kind of cute, a couple cubicles still standing, a few office walls, to some like executive offices, some of which have crumbled and are filled with holes, some of which are still standing. And you manage to see this large creature, humanoid in shape, to a degree. You've seen hollows before, so you have a general idea of what they look like. But this one is roughly 15 feet tall, give or take. So it is up against the ceiling. It's got this tough gray, scaly-like skin. Its claws on its feet just digging into the ground with each step. And it has 4 arms, 2 of which seeming like it jolted out from its armpits above. Very Goro from Mortal Kombat. Goro's the one with arms. It's got a large... Its back kind of molds into its face. There's no neck, per se. And adorning its face as it kind of turns from your direction to face the other way, you see a ceramic mask with these red markings, almost like arrows down the top of the head. Masks that you know are a clear sign of a hollow. Each one having its own design depending on the hollow, but the mask nonetheless is a part of the creature.
Do I get the impression that this is relatively normal strength level?
Hollows kind of come in a bunch of different sizes. You would get the idea. I don't know if this is the right roll, but can you make me a... Oh, where is it? Can you make me Oracle roll?
Oracle, okay.
I think that's the right thing.
Okay. I roll against... What, am I just doing the interpretation part of it then? Or is there something... Because there's two parts. You roll to discover something, and then you roll to interpret
Oh,
it.
yeah. Interpret.
Okay.
I may have missed... No, that's right. Either that or photographic memory. It's your choice.
Photographic memory isn't a roll.
Oh, no,
If this
wait.
is something I
Shit.
already know about, then I remember it. If this is
Okay.
something I have to
Never
discover
mind
by
then.
looking at it, then it would be an oracle
Yeah, then
roll.
you would already know this. So
Okay.
I'm learning. Again, anybody
Oh, you're
watching this,
good.
we're learning. I apologize.
I don't expect you to
it'll
have
become more
all of our
seamless.
stuff memorized.
Yeah, so you've seen this type of hollow before. You realize it's classified as a brawler, which is almost like a grunt. It's a very like strength focused type of hollow. But you also have, from reports that you remember seeing, this is more of a, in terms of size, a smaller one. You also know that because it's a exam, the captured hollows that they use for it aren't going to be like high level, send in the best of the best to clear.
Yeah.
This is something someone new to fighting them should be able to handle.
I am going to... I'm just gonna call out to the group below, with one disregard for the fact that it will hear me, and say, it seems it won't be much of a challenge if you want to come on up.
A leader?
So,
I think it's like
I
one more time back to common sense.
I revoke my leader badge, and I'm just gonna.
That's okay. So no, okay, I understand it. Cool. Yeah, so
I was gonna say, there's no common sense roll. I already did the thing.
yeah, you do that, and not only do you hear the hollow that you were looking at, you watch him turn towards you. You hear movement from further in the upstairs.
I'm sorry.
Um,
There's two. Oh no.
at least.
Yeah. As a deep guttural roar echoes through this space. You hear it. People downstairs hear it. Dante and Edison, you hear it.
F you, Edison. We ain't following group in.
How many trained soldiers does it usually take to take one of these things down? Talking to Dante.
Okay.
Wait, one more time?
I thought he was ignoring him.
I've just been like out.
Dante just kind of leans over and is like, how many trained soldiers does it usually take you guys to, kill one of these guys?
That depends on the division, and the strength of the hollow. something that made that, and he points to the claw marks that he noticed earlier. Like 10 guys or like one really good one.
10 guys are me.
Yeah, pretty
You
much.
could find 10 guys, or you could find just one.
Or just one. You can go, you can
Guys,
go to 6 or
just
7.
one.
Yeah. Also, what do I get for my tactics roll? I know that was a while ago.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 6, and my
A
tactics
6.
is 8. So I did it.
I completely forgot. What were you trying to determine again?
How the hell I can extract them from the
Okay.
building
Um,
with minimal
you
damage.
you see several. There's broken out big shopping windows in the front. You see an emergency exit here or there. The front door that they went through, that I say front door as if it were still there. The hole that they entered. There's a few holes in the wall, but nothing that would cause structural instability. There's a few different out moves. You also know that you haven't seen the creature that's up there, but you know that in the event that it's something close range, you would want probably them to be not bottlenecked.
Yeah. So coaxing whatever it is out into the open.
Yes. Or getting the jump on them. One of which isn't happening.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, Dante just kind of takes like the initial sweep of the place and he's like, so what do you do? To Edison.
Me?
Yeah,
Not fight.
I meant
I just
your
hang out here.
abilities. What are they?
Oh, I mean, do we inherently know what the differences of our capabilities are with the suit on? How does that work, I guess?
I would say you have it's your ability that you've had just to a higher degree. So I'm
Right.
assuming that you have a rough idea of how
is it just something we
works.
kind of feel it in our
Yeah.
bones how much more powerful it is?
In the words of Chicken Joe from the hit movie Surf's Up, you feel it in your nuggets.
Oh
Mm.
my gosh.
Just some electromagnetism. So if we need to pick something up that's metal, I can probably figure
Okay.
it out.
How comfortable are you being thrown?
What?
The old man.
What?
You heard what I said.
Grandpa,
Well-
can I throw you?
I've already lost 2 limbs. So
What's one more?
So what's another?
that's
So no.
not something I'm too fond of doing again.
Understood. I'll just pick you up then if it need be.
Bob,
Throws him
throw
anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Dante is like, I don't know how this works in GURPS. I don't think any of us know. I would like to like hold an action of some kind or like a reaction to pick up this man and use my ability to jump to one of these openings.
Oh, you mean like use your
Yeah.
power?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let me look. Yeah, I will.
I have so many jump and flying things you don't understand.
Yeah. No, I see it. I'm looking at trying to figure out how your power works.
One go up, one go down.
Okay, there is a wait action. Do nothing unless a particular event you specified in advance occurs before your next turn.
So, yeah,
Okay.
we will. I guess we'll kind of throw in the combat as
We'll,
Yeah, how does combat? Is there an order?
yes. So everyone,
There
I
is
need to
an
know what
order,
your
but we don't
speed
roll.
is. You have a speed
Oh.
stat on your character sheet. It is different from your move.
Usually.
Yeah.
I got a
Yeah.
5.75.
Okay.
Speed.
I'm first.
5.25.
Where is speed?
It'll be right
Basic
under.
speed, it's right at the top.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right above your basic move.
Ah, 5.
Jason is a 5.25. Dante is a. You said 5.
5.
Casper, what are you?
I'm first.
Well, I
I'm
mean, just so
first.
I have it. Let me look.
Enhanced time sense means I go first, unless someone
Okay.
else has enhanced time sense.
Well, I also just want to know your.
It's
speed.
6
Yeah,
then,
it's 6.
if you just want to know.
I mean, you're still probably first, even without advanced time
I was
sense.
gonna say, unless one of the hollows has enhanced time sense, which is very alarming.
At this
Uh,
level.
Starting.
Emmett, what is yours?
5.
5.
What?
Okay.
I'm sorry,
And then
I zoned-
Rini.
I zoned out.
What
this-
is
this
your
combat, I'm
speed,
just-
bestie?
Speed. My speed, bestie,
Oh wow.
4.75.
4.75. So,
Nice.
I would keep this list, this order somewhere, because it will always be the same.
I would say
Yo.
it's at the top of my sheet for me. I didn't really.
Well, no, not you. I mean Dane. Like the
Yeah.
initiative order.
So I'm looking at it right now. I'm gonna make the order real quick. Mage Cole.
4.75 is so specific.
and then one of you two. Okay, sick. So Casper, you get obviously first move as standing before you is this massive bulking tank of a monster.
And I've heard another one now.
Yes.
I can't see it yet.
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. I think.
So to quickly break down combat for everyone while Connor is figuring this out.
Yeah.
GURPS turns are 1 second as opposed to D&D 6 seconds. So the way that works is you have one type of action that you can take per turn. I'm gonna pull up the list so I'm not reading you. I'm not just half-assing this, but it essentially boils down to movement, attacking, or defending. Combat is... There's so many pages in this document. Oh, wait.
Combat action. The maneuvers are on
Yes,
363.
here it is.
Yeah.
Yep. I scrolled too far. I scrolled 369. Nice. Okay. So your options when it comes time to your maneuvers that they're called. You can do nothing, which does exactly what you think it means. And it means you do nothing for your turn. If you are stunned or surprised, you have to take that option. In this case, none of you are. You can move. You can... I'm going to just focus on the ones that we'll be using. You can use a turn to aim, which mainly works if you have ranged weapons. And then on your second turn, you can attack. You have your attack option, which is just your basic melee attack, which would be whatever weapon that you have. We've figured out. You can fake a melee attack by feinting. Feint.
By passing out.
Yeah, you just play possum. I don't remember why you would do that.
I think it makes it harder for them to dodge or whatever.
Oh, yes.
If you succeed.
Yeah, it makes your next attack it reduces their active defense.
Yeah.
You can all-out attack, which removes your ability to make a defense roll should they attack you. But you have a couple different options as to how you can... It basically makes your standard attack stronger. Or you can move an attack, or you can all-out defense. Those are going to be the ones that we focus on. Move and attack does exactly what you think it does. All-out defense focuses on your defense. The way that hitting an enemy works is you roll an attack to get against them, and then Connor, stop me if I'm talking out my ass here. And then they have one of 3 defense options, being dodge, parry, or block.
Yeah.
In which you roll against their attack, correct? I believe so.
You roll against the relevant skill.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's not a contested roll.
Okay, yeah, so you roll against their skill, and if you fail, that is when the damage is dealt.
Yeah.
So you could hit someone with the attack, but not do damage. For lack of a better term.
Yeah, you might
All right.
succeed your skill roll to hit, but they could dodge it or block it, and then you wouldn't deal any damage.
Yes, that.
What is THR's throne, I assume.
Yes.
What's SW?
Basic. No, I think you're talking about thrust attacks.
Damage under
Damage
your
thrust and damage
thing
swing.
is damage thrust, damage swing. Okay.
We won't be
Thrusting
using...
is like any stabbing kind of weapon or unarmed attacks. And then swing
Yes.
is something that you can has a handle. It gives you the extra leverage from the weapon.
Gotcha.
I will say in advance, we will not be using any location multipliers, at least not at the beginning.
Yeah.
GURPS has a system where if you are attacked in the torso versus the head, there's a damage multiplier depending on where you're hit. We're not going to be doing that because that's a lot of math that I don't want to have to figure out at the moment. But
the thing
jump
I
right
had to
in.
look up that is notably different about this system is that moving is in action also. You do not
Yes.
inherently get to use your full movement. If you make an attack, you get to move 1 step because they're 1 second turns. If you take the move and attack, you can move more. But I want to do an all-out defense, which also lets me move up to half of my move. Which is still 6 because I have enhanced move.
Okay.
I want to see if I can find this other one.
All right.
And I'm going to hit dodgy.
Hit dodgy? Okay. Are you increased defense or double defense?
Increased.
Okay. Cool. So you're going further in and focusing on dodging?
Yep.
All right.
I'm drawing fire.
Nice. Colt, you're gonna be up next. You see Casper just dart all the way up the stairs and into the upstairs as you hear these echoes just roar out. And you can hear the rustling above you.
Cool. Do I need to ready a weapon for it to be used next turn?
Are you talking about your darts?
Yeah.
No. Actually, they're ranged, so I'm gonna say you have to aim.
You don't have to aim.
Or okay, then
Yeah,
no.
I'm cool like that. I don't
But
have
if you want to aim, you get a bonus when
Yeah,
they
you
show up.
can.
Okay. So it doesn't need to be ready.
No, it does not.
I'm not entirely sure how the readying mechanic works, to be honest.
Okay. Cool.
I know
gonna
you
say
have to
no.
like ready pole arms if you attack with them because they're unbalanced. Sometimes.
Okay.
It says that
I know
you
there's a
need to
fast
do it
draw skill
to.
that would imply you have to draw your weapon to ready it, but I don't know.
I'm going to assume that you guys had your weapons ready for a
Yeah,
fight as
that's
you
fair.
entered what was clearly the place that had the thing that wants to kill you in it.
Gotcha. In that case, do I have a pretty good line of sight up the stairs?
You can
or
move
where?
to have a line of sight up the stairs. I don't know how close you were when Casper went up, if you were following her, if you were still in the main space.
I would have been in the main space with
Okay.
everybody else. I will take the move action.
Okay.
And move up the stairs as much as I can.
We don't have a hex grid right now because I was too busy trying to learn GURPS to make an actual map, so Theater of the Mind it. I will say, yeah, you have enough movement that you can get about halfway up the stairs.
That works for me.
Okay. Next up is the one that you can see, Casper. And he is going to. I gotta quickly read through this. I forgot to write what that did. He's gonna swing at you.
Okay.
Or I say swing at you. He takes all four of his arms and just tries to slam down on you.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. That hits or succeeds.
Okay.
You have a defense roll.
I'm going to dodge. That's a 14, so I barely succeeded with my all-out defense.
Nice. But you do succeed.
I do.
So how do you want to dodge? It's gonna be very much like flashy shonen, so do what you want to do, look cool, feel like
I was gonna say
badass.
we'll manifest our aptitude because the viewers don't know what her aptitude is yet. So her aptitude is the quickness, basically. Kineticism is what we've coined it. So I think I think for all-out defense and for most of her and anything relating to kineticism would do something similar. Her outline gets blurred. Like you can almost see through the edges of her form because she's moving. She's just oscillating very quickly. So that right at the moment she's gonna be hit, she moves out of the way.
I love it. Cool. The next one, you see a very similar looking creature. start moving around the corner. It doesn't quite reach you yet, but it gets right up. You're now sandwiched in between these two, as you see one with very similar markings, just slightly different to make it unique. But the same kind of general build with the forearms and the clawed hands and feet. Next up is everyone's favorite old man with cybernetic
Yeah.
enhancements.
Me?
Edison.
Not Edison.
Uh,
Ah, dang it.
he got me again.
Al, you're up.
He's
Um,
still alive.
How do I get here?
He's here.
How much is there a lot of metal in the surrounding area or like in the building even? I don't know if there's
Probably.
like if the
There's, like-
building was pretty empty or if there was kind of like
I mean, if you're trying to get your little guy, you have the parts on you for at least like a basic version of him. Because you would have had that as part of your like suit recommendations.
gotcha.
Yeah,
Not
You
yet,
don't have
though.
to find the parts for him.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Like if
thank
your
you, yeah.
suit is just like thicker than everyone else's, and you can just like take off the outer layer and make.
Just-
That's cool.
Just loudly jingling everywhere I go.
It could be like chainmail. That would be funny too.
No, just in general, other stuff.
Or is the one that I liked? Was it this one? There we go. That'll work for now. Yeah. What did you say, Aaron? Sorry.
For other things.
Oh, yeah.
Additional
There's
metal.
probably like metal shelving that's been broken down from these monsters rampaging. You've probably got some of the like frame on the door or what was the door, the broken door itself. So you've got pieces of metal in there that if you want to fear Magneto them.
Okay. I guess I don't know how this works. How much can you do in a turn if you're like manipulating?
What are you trying to do? Well,
I guess. I guess I should probably get closer, right? How far are we from the building?
I don't know. How far were you guys? I'd say you probably were. I assume that you weren't that far from it.
Like across the street, maybe? I don't.
I would say that it'll take. If you want to get to where Drew is, that's going to be 2 solely move actions.
Okay. I'll.
You could wait to be carried and yeeted into the building.
You could wait to be thrown.
You know what?
Dante's like,
I'll wait.
Okay.
I'll take a wait action to whenever I am displaced.
Give me power, do it.
Cool. Well, good thing that you did that because Dante, you're up next.
Cool.
Hey.
Yeah, so one of those like openings that I saw before, my goal, I don't know how feasible this is, but my goal is to pick up Edison like under my arm and like do my little jump, my little leap to the to that entrance or to like the opening to get us to the same floor as this fighting.
Yes. Make me a
I do have specific, I believe what I would be using would be Flying Leap.
I wouldn't
Flying leap is an
say
attack.
that it's flying.
Oh, it's an
leap.
attack.
Yeah.
It would just be
I would-
then, jumping, question mark?
Yeah, make me a dex check.
Straight
or
dex.
jumping check. Yeah,
Jump,
jumping.
jump.
So I have to learn everyone's skills so I know what they have.
That's a 13, which is just under 14.
Just enough. All right. You leap up with you scoop up the old man and leap up into the air.
Nice.
And we're gonna be a little. Yeah, I guess that's the turn. And then starting next turn, you'll be able to throw him.
I'll be able to land. I don't
Or-
think I'm gonna throw him.
Well,
Oh, are you jumping through the window with him?
Yeah. was the
Okay, I
point.
thought you were throwing him.
No.
Yeah, then I'd
Is-
say you. Oh,
is
go on.
this the wait that you were? Is this the action you were waiting to do?
Yeah, that was the.
Oh, then. Yeah, you jump up there. I'm gonna just make that executive decision. If it's wrong,
I
we'll
was gonna
learn.
say, so it wouldn't
But-
have been his turn.
Oh.
It would have happened right before.
It would have
This would have
happened
been
right
his
before.
reaction,
Yeah,
and then it would
right
be his
before
turn.
Ed's.
Gotcha.
Right before
okay.
Dante's turn. Yep.
So I guess you both get a turn then, because Edison was waiting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah. So, Dante, I'm gonna say you go first because you just jumped up there. You're already moving.
Got it.
Um,
Yeah. So
You
I land.
land behind the second one that Casper is heading towards. You
Cool.
see Hollow in front of you, Casper, and then behind Casper a second one.
All right. Only a second. Damn.
I'd say you're
I.
close. You might be able to be in. You're in move and attack range. You're not in just standard melee range.
Okay.
So half movement.
I'm going to implement. I'm gonna choose for my action. I want to implement my ability. For. I'm gonna say let's do low gravity.
Okay.
Because that's my action. I can only implement it. I can't use it yet.
Gotcha.
And then, as he does that, Edison and anybody who can see Dante at this point would notice his hair starts to rise, and he just slightly, like his feet are this far off of the ground, like he is not touching the ground. And he kind of pulls out of a like a tool belt. He whips out this thing that expands into this long naginata that he holds with one hand. And it goes out the side, and he's like, Edison, you better get everyone the hell out of this building.
Why'd you take him with you?
Because he's gotta make a slide.
'Cause he's got to do it.
Because he's
'Cause
gotta
I've
do
gotta
it.
do it. Not the mentor.
You also notice
think-
that Casper's the only one on the second floor.
Yeah, I think Casper looks at this display and sees Dante like going all out. And she's like, I thought you were only going to help us if we were in trouble.
He just gives her a flat look, like, you're the ones who chose to fight in close quarters.
Emmett, you're up. Rini, you're on deck.
They're both salty at each other.
Would my hell?
Well, she
Oh wait, no,
looks
you're right.
like
I'm sorry,
chill as
Edison,
fuck.
you're first.
Yeah, she's like, this
Um,
isn't affecting me whatsoever.
Just
I love that.
before I do my held action, combat paralysis.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah.
Remind me what that
Uh-oh.
does.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
There's so many
Um,
bits and pieces.
What?
Is that a will
Don't
roll?
do not
believe
roll
it's a
until the
will?
instant you need to do whatever.
I
Any
would
roll
say
over
this is
13
the
is a
instant.
failure. It says make a well, right. It says make a HT roll.
Okay.
Oh,
Make me
hell.
an HT
Okay.
roll.
It says
11 is your DC.
I guess the only thing it gives me is that what it would be? I don't know how it works.
That's
It
what your
says
health stat is.
any roll over 13 is a failure, even if you have something.
That doesn't matter because you don't have
Okay.
14 health.
Gotcha.
I
So it would be
hate
against
health.
my health, which is
Oh, you
what was it
do.
again?
11.
11.
Yeah, that's terrible health, man.
This might be a 2.
That's a 10. I'll
It's a
take
10.
that.
Yeah!
That's a
You're
10.
not
Not
paralyzed.
Woo!
Nice.
You feel your body kind of like hesitate for a second, as this is your first time, I think, seeing a hollow this close. You've
Yeah.
probably seen them on the news, and you've definitely cleaned
live
up
one.
the aftermath. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is your first time seeing a living one. 2, for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
And though it is one of the smaller ones that you've had the privilege of seeing, it's still big.
Big.
All right. I'm going to telekinesis.
Ooh.
I'm going to grab whatever metal I can and create a slide from the window that we just broke through to the ground floor outside.
Cool. Make me a telekinesis check. Which I believe is a 14.
I think is that how it works? Is that
Or an IQ.
Give talent 1.
Yes.
Or wait.
No, it just says on here telekinesis 14 and then 14 points next to it. So I'm
No, yeah, you make an IQ roll to establish a connection first.
gotcha. Okay.
thing.
Okay. Yeah, make an IQ
Which would
roll.
be a
It's
IQ
just like
13.
powers. Yep. Okay. I'm learning.
13? Okay. That is. It is a 13. Is that a fail or a success?
That's
I'm gonna
fine.
say meets it beats it. Yep. So
that's-
you
yeah, cool.
establish your connection, and you start pulling these metals together and making a slide.
Medals to gettles.
Metals to Gittles.
Metals to gettles.
All right, Emmett. Now you're up.
Just
Rudy,
use
you're
the
on deck.
slide to cart it outside, and we'll work
Full
from it
move.
from there.
Dropping bars.
What are you doing?
Full move to the
Which way?
escalator.
Escalator. Moving into the building.
Escalators.
Escalators.
Alright. You dash into the building
Yeah.
as you see these metals kind of flying past you, shelves kind of forming a slope outside. You don't know what's happening. Rini, you're up.
I think I'm also ready for the escalators.
Run for the escalator. You're gonna be a bit behind.
Yeah.
You're gonna be probably like a little bit behind Emmett because you have
Yeah.
a much slower.
I'm not that fast. But it's okay.
Yeah. Going back to the top, Casper. We did our first turn. We did it. We did it.
It!
And we're ending the
Huzzah.
signal.
That's it. Have a good night, everybody.
Catch y'all next time.
We're not done yet. Please don't turn off.
Please don't go.
Keep watching.
Okay, I will attack. Woo!
Attack him.
We're gonna
Woo.
attack something. Isn't that exciting?
What are you using? What are
So
you
yeah,
using?
she brandishes her weapon, which is actually concealed like under her jacket, so you didn't see it until now. But she draws forth it looks like a pistol with a blade on it. That's right, it's a
Nice.
gun blade. How
Gun blade.
exciting!
Go.
Come on!
Classic. Wouldn't be a futuristic campaign without a gun blade.
I love it.
I'm going to move and attack.
Making Squall Pro.
Have a penalty of -2.
Okay.
So
That
I'm
is
going
true.
to roll to hit by shooting at probably the first one that I saw.
Okay, the one behind you?
Yeah.
Okay, are you moving back towards it then?
I think
Or you moving
this is
away?
like a shot, a ranged attack. So I think
Yeah.
she's just gonna like slide between the two of them, like to the opposite side of the room as Dante.
Nice.
Because he now has like an aura of badness that I don't want to be in.
Bad.
He's
Aura
also
of
between
that.
you and the slide.
That's fine. She's
Which is
not
fine.
scared. She
Yeah.
is good.
Oh, I know.
Um,
I just think that's funny.
yeah. Okay.
So, gotta see if I
My-
understand this correctly. I'm gonna reread it. Okay.
So my accuracy for this attack is 26.
And it... Doesn't it... Shoot. I don't remember, does it always hit?
It basically always hits because
Oh, yeah,
I
brother.
have a 26
Yeah.
hit.
Oh,
Um,
okay, so it
But
hits.
the way I've designed it is that it does damage based on my margin of success. Which is why it has to have way higher accuracy than a normal attack. Anyway, I rolled a 15.
Nice. So you hit 15
That's
times,
11.
correct? No. 11. Okay. No, I got it.
They can attempt to dodge because it is a ranged attack.
It's sure gonna try. Me.
So they
It
have their
doesn't.
own separate dodge number.
They
Yes,
have
do.
their own dodge score. Like if it's a big lumbering enemy, they probably have low dodge.
Cool.
Yeah, no, they don't.
That
They
makes
don't even come close.
because they big.
Cool. So yeah, she runs to the opposite side of the room and kind of shoots and slides at the same time. And you don't see bullets come out, and there's also not like a flash of like an ignition source. You just see these like distortions of energy, just invisible projectiles. A whole
Okay.
flurry of them.
Jeez, yeah. So you said you rolled an 11?
The damage is 11.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to remember how this works. You'll have to explain it to me off camera again.
I rolled a 15 to hit. My effective skill is 26.
Yes.
So my margin of success was 11. And
Okay.
for this attack, my margin of success is my damage.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense.
They,
Cool.
they can still
So-
dodge it to reduce the amount of damage, but
But because it failed,
in
it
this case,
didn't.
they didn't dodge it.
Cool. So I'm gonna do this. So you hit that first one for 11 damage.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Okay. That's pretty hefty hit as you just blindside this thing. And your thing negates damage reduction, right?
Yes.
Nice. All right. What's your name? Colt.
Oh, what's your name?
name.
Hey, what's your name?
So, can I see both of the hollows now from where I'm standing?
Yep. Yeah, you see both of them. You also see now Dante and Emmett have joined the fray, or Dante and Edison.
Cool.
So many K's, so many E's.
I will attack with a dart.
All right, you are the other one who has the wacky mechanic.
The other one.
Okay, so you roll to attack with the dart.
And remind me what I'm rolling against.
Your innate
Um,
attack score
yes.
Innate attack. Okay.
15.
Okay. I got a 10.
You hit.
That hit.
Oh, well, it succeeds. He gets the
Succeeds, okay.
option to dodge because it's a ranged attack.
I think they can. I think they can use the other ones because it's not a bullet.
I'm
My-
gonna just have him dodge.
Okay.
And he fails. All right, what goofy mechanic do you do?
I do poison.
Yeah, I know.
Poison.
But like,
I
how
do
does it work?
poison.
So first, you roll the dart damage.
And
Okay.
that is.
Oh, right, because you have to deal enough damage to get past their damage resistance for the poison too.
Oh, okay.
So it's
poison.
3d6.
Yeah, so
Oh,
roll 3d6.
It's 3d6?
3d6 dart damage.
Goose poison.
Oh my god. 16.
Yeah. He takes.
Is that modified by anything?
Yeah, how much does that beat the damage resistance?
I also have Armor Divisor 2.
By. What does that mean?
That's true. So, what's their damage resistance? I know you want it to be a secret, but it would be helpful if you just tell us
Yeah,
what the damage
it's 10.
resistance is. It's 10. So that means their effective armor against the dart is 5, which means it would deal 11 damage. It is a small piercing attack, so the penetrating damage is halved, so it does 5 damage.
Okay.
It's like
Gotcha.
3 mechanics.
Yeah,
It
there's...
all in one attack.
Oh, I used the wrong stat for health. Let me quickly do the math. Okay, gotcha.
Do the
Then
math.
I would be trying to aim for the one that Casper didn't hit. if I said
Didn't hit?
that. Yes.
Okay.
Go!
Okay. Cool.
Kick
So you
its butt.
do 5 damage, and then the other thing
And then
happens,
the poison hits.
And then the other thing happens.
right? And you're
The
using your
poison.
poison.
Goose poison.
Goose poison.
Yeah.
The poison is
Goose
also
go.
3d6, but it ignores damage resistance.
Yo,
yay.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I forgot how.
Oh,
But that
Connor.
happens at the start of its turn, right?
Oh, yeah, that doesn't start right away, right?
the poison? Cusco's poison?
Cusco's poison.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
How
it
many times
happens
did we
now.
go?
And then
Does
because
it?
it's cyclic, it happens again at the start of their next turn.
That's crack, dog.
wild. That's
Yo!
great. So I need
That's
to start
cracked.
making tougher
That's-
combat. Yeah. All right. Roll 3. Roll 3. Fucking d6.
Dane, it's okay. I feel like this every combat encounter I ever run in my own
Happens.
campaign, so I feel you.
11.
11. Okay.
11.
Uh,
Yeah!
Nice.
Kicking
So you wanna
names
know-
and taking
You want to know something really funny, Drew?
Yeah.
Guess whose turn's next?
It's immune to
yeah.
poison.
Wait, is it?
Haha.
Hold on. I have to
no,
read.
no, I'm kidding.
Please, no. That's all I have.
Sure,
Oh,
you can make
no.
a broken poison character. All the hollows are immune to
All the
poison.
hollows
Yeah.
are immune to
Yeah.
poison.
Every hollow.
The
I did
hollows
not
don't
just
have
make
blood
that
to
up.
poison.
This-
Hollows are immune to poison. Got
They're
it.
immune specifically to Colt's poison. What a
Colt
shame.
Poison.
It
doesn't- the
Uh-oh.
stat block-
What a
The stat
shame.
block that I used for this one isn't immune to poison. I'm not gonna cheat.
They don't have like poison
Not cheap.
immunity. You can
Yeah.
have damage resistances to poison that are higher,
Mm.
but We
Okay.
can discuss that later. Let's just see how broken it is.
Broken. Broken.
Yeah. Okay. So roll another 3d6.
Got a 12.
Got a 12.
Mother.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's poisoned. All right.
That's crazy.
They're both gonna take its turn. One of them is going to move and attack you, Emmett, the one that you poisoned.
Me?
Colt. Fuck, not Emmett. Colt.
Yeah.
I don't know why I put Emmett with Drew for some reason. So that's it just barely succeeds. So
Okay.
you have a choice between dodging, parrying, and blocking.
You would have to have a shield to block.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
can't
dodging or
block.
parrying.
I can parry a big ass.
Deflect a blow using a weapon or your bare hands.
Let's do dodge just to.
I was gonna say, I think your parry is not gonna be good.
It's not.
Well, I
Unless
guess it would be
it's-
half of your brawling,
It'd be half a
So-
bro.
or something.
Make me a dodge roll. Encumbrance. Okay, we're not thinking about that right now. So DC 8 dodge roll.
I got 14.
It doesn't work.
No.
So it hits you. And it also does some damage. Let's see what it does. Why
So
is
if
it
it
that I
gets past
roll bad on all its defenses and then I roll low on damage? So it doesn't get past your damage.
Wait, what's
But
my
this-
damage resistance?
10. You should all have
This
damage
suits
resistance
have
10.
damage resistance 10.
Everybody does.
So
oh, okay.
yeah.
I see.
you throw the poison darts as this just beast is charging at you. And you see your darts land, getting right in between its scaly-like skin. But it just full-on shoulder checks you back into the wall. For anyone watching, this is a very shonen cinematic-y, so things are gonna do not what they normally do because I want it to look cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get hit. Luckily, your suit kind of absorbs the damage as you fly into this wall, and it really just kind of knocks the wind out of you for a second. But you do see a small crater-like divot in the wall that you hit. Those of you coming up the stairs just see, boom, see Colt fly back into the wall, kind of drop down to his knees. But it is now Dante's turn. Or no, it's the other one's turn. This one's gonna rush Casper.
I mean,
The one that Casper shot is going to rush her.
Oh yeah.
And it actually, I think it's not in range. Yeah, it's gonna move and attack you. It doesn't hit. It doesn't succeed. You manage to nimbly dodge it as it sweeps both arms at you in like a forward punch.
Ooh.
And now Dante's up.
My
Edison,
turn.
you're on deck.
Alright. High gravity. What do I want to do with high gravity?
Thought you were in low gravity.
Gravity.
Or low gravity, yes, sorry. Brain hard. Which one
Don't be
mean
mixing
what?
it up on me, please.
Yeah, it is low gravity.
Yeah.
So he's speedy. He's
speedy.
slippery.
But he
Yeah,
does less damage, right?
Yes.
not much.
What did
but
we decide that was?
It's not less damage, it's normal damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
Yeah.
high gravity is more damage.
More damage.
love that.
Yup. Okay. So, how far am I away from 1?
Now it moved away from you, but probably half move from the one on Casper, full move from the one on Colt. Now that it charged him, so the one
Got it.
that you were in front of ran away from you,
Okay. Well, I took that personally.
and I don't think GURPS has opportunity attacks.
No, I took that personally.
Yeah. Let's see. Move speed, air, 11 total. So,
I just realized, yeah. So even half of that would still
Would
be more
still
than your
be-
basic move.
yup.
That's
Dang.
crazy.
Yeah, flight
So-
is fast.
GURPS
Yeah,
is
that-
wild, dude.
Dante's gonna be tracking that sucker. Yep, the one that went away from him. He took that personally.
Mhm.
Get
He's
him.
going after
Get
it.
Get him.
Get him.
Okay.
Am I within range to hit him, or is it just move?
You are now.
Get him.
Ah!
If you take the move and attack where it cuts your movement to half, you will just
Yeah.
barely be close enough.
Cool.
Does it cut your
alright.
move?
Huh?
I don't think move
Huh?
and attack cuts your move.
Does it not? I thought it cuts your move by half. Because I thought you can't
No, I
full
think it
move
just
and
gives you a
attack.
penalty to attack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
All that
regardless,
defense gives you half move.
with an
That
11
might
move
be-
speed, you're still
Well,
within
yeah.
range.
Yay.
That's 11. Yeah, that's 11 yards, by the way.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yep, he's speedy. Let's see.
I'm
One
gonna have
second.
to rethink combat.
In 1 second,
Good lord.
Dante
That's
blitzes.
crazy.
And he's going to use his Naginata.
It is a penalty of -2.
Okay. As for the
For the
hit
attack.
DC?
Yeah. So
I
it
think
would
a
be
melee attack is -4.
Yeah. I thought it was larger.
Did I misread? It
It
says,
says ranged attack
oh,
is
no, you're right. It
-2
is
and melee
-4.
attack-
Haha.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So melee is what? 16 minus 4, 12?
And your adjusted skill cannot exceed 9.
Yes.
Okay.
And your adjusted can exceed 9, meaning it can't go lower than, right?
No, as in like
Or-
you can't have higher than 9.
Higher
it
than
sounds like.
9.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
2 3s and a 2, baby.
So that works either way.
Yay!
Of course it does.
Yay! I'm
Rolled a
excited.
hit. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. That means that you have to kick our ass with the next one, okay?
Oh yeah. I'm
it's-
gonna overcorrect.
This
Um,
isn't the crazy damage though. This is just
no,
the basic.
no, this is basic
Oh,
damage.
good.
Don't.
Oh,
This is
I thought
Dante
this was the one
basic
that could
damage.
one-shot any monster.
No,
put in
no,
the
no.
game.
You need
No,
like
no.
2 or 3 turns to do that, and
That's
3
a lot of
different
setup.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit him.
All right, so then it's 3. Oh no, it's
3.
2d6 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2.
Yeah.
No,
Uh,
Is it the thrusting? Oh, it's the thrusting one. 1d.
You
1d6.
can choose. You can choose thrust or swing. They have different
Oh, I
damage
see.
penetration modifiers.
And then what does the equal sign other numbers mean?
Don't worry about that. Those are
Okay.
average.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna swing, and I get +1 per damage die with my Naginata.
I already
Okay.
added that.
Oh, okay. Then
The
we're good.
2D plus 5 includes that.
2d plus 5. Got it. I see.
All right.
I get it.
Roll. But that's
Alright.
damage. Oh no, you
Yep,
hit.
this is.
Oh wait,
I
no,
already hit.
it's got defense. I completely forgot. It has
yeah.
a chance. It's gonna parry with one of its arms,
Parry thrust?
which,
Okay.
if I'm not, I gotta quickly bounce down the parry because it's right there. Where'd it go? Lost parry. I don't think there's a modifier to parry. No, it just rolls to parry. It doesn't matter. Now roll damage.
Okay. So I rolled. So it's 6 plus 5 is 11.
Okay. So you only end up dealing 1
Wow.
damage to it
Yeah.
because of its damage resistance.
Alright.
But you do hit it. You kind of slash into it as you very quickly just fly across this room. Edison, you're up. Emmett, you're on deck. It's both K's and then it's both E's.
So do I have to use a turn to aim before using a throwing weapon? How does that?
You don't have to, but I think you get a
You get a bonus to
Advantage.
your skill.
if you aim first.
Gotcha. I'll do that.
You're aiming?
No, I'll just throw it.
Okay. In that case, roll. What are you throwing at him?
Chakram.
Chakram. Oh, you do have chakrams. Yeah.
So Edison
throw-
pulls out this little, not really little, essentially, large ring chakram, with some like lightning bolt shaped spikes coming out of it. And he's gonna throw it at, the one in front of Casper.
Okay. Roll to attack.
What?
3d6.
What am I rolling here? Am I rolling
3d6.
against something?
No, you're rolling.
Do I add something?
Is it on here?
Thrown weapon, I guess.
Didn't roll
Yeah.
well, I'll tell you that.
Thrown
I was gonna
weapon.
say you didn't invest much into thrown weapon.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 6.
Oh, that's
You
really
roll-
good.
No, that's really good. Yeah,
Yeah.
you
It's really good.
You
Oh,
succeed.
right. Low's
you
good.
have to roll
Low.
below
You're so
11.
right. Oh, you're so right.
He's gonna roll to dodge. And for once, he succeeds.
God damn it.
Unbelievable. What a scam.
What's
That's
even the point?
ageism.
He kind of
What
like
the heck?
quickly pushes off to the side and manages to dodge this chakram that kind of bounces off the wall and comes back to you. Or you can like magnetize it back towards you, however you want to get it back.
Is he close to a wall?
He is now.
Could it stick to the wall?
If you want it to, sure.
We'll do that.
Cool. Next up is our good boy, shy boy Emmett, with Rini on deck.
Cool. Emmett is going to kind of reach out into the darkness around him, as it's almost like little loops of energy start spinning across the ground and the wall towards the hollow that has.
Yeah, you two are about halfway up
hint.
the stairs.
Yeah. I am going to make a binding attack
Oh.
against the hollow that is pinning Colt.
Nice. Binding attack is what?
I think
you
it
roll IQ
12 for that.
first, right?
It's a
Nope.
ranged attack.
Range attack.
Oh no, okay. This is something different. I thought with your darkness power you had to establish a connection first, but
No, if I wanted to do other things with control, I could,
Gotcha,
but I
okay.
specifically took binding as its own attack.
I see it. All right, roll
Yeah.
to bind him.
Okay, I need a 12 or lower, I believe. Because I'm not. It's a 12.
Nice.
Is
Yep,
that good if it's the same thing?
Yeah,
I think
beats
beats
it.
Beautiful.
So that considers him grappled? Or
Yeah, I
binded?
think he does still get an option to dodge.
Okay.
Yeah, because it is an attack.
It is an attack, so he does get to dodge. I don't know if he can parry it because it's shadow, but I think it
does
is. I think we
not-
just decide it's physical. So
He does not dodge it.
cool. Then he is grappled. Cannot move, cannot change posture, and has a -4 to dex rolls. Yeah,
Okay.
which I think probably includes your dodge roll. At least I guess that's the hope.
Dex, no.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Or wait, no, -4 to Dex. So, oh my gosh, yeah, that's convoluted. I guess that would just
Okay,
be
so-
-1 dodge, though.
Okay, cool. So he's -1 dodge.
Cool. But yeah, that's it.
Yeet.
Um,
Hold 'em. Ah. You gotta know when to hold 'em. Know when to fold 'em.
could go either way, Sam.
Alright.
It's your
But do you
call.
know when to walk away?
When to run?
Hmm.
When the deal is done.
I don't know any other line in that
No,
song.
when to hold
Sam, you're up. Rini.
Yay! Okay. So, which is the one that's grappled already really low, or is it the other guy?
Yeah, the one that's grappled is really low. The other one, is about half, kind of beat up.
Well, if it's easier to fight, if it's easier to hit the grappled one, then maybe I'll just do that.
Okay.
So I want to use my force sword.
For sword.
Well, first of
Okay.
all, am I up the stairs all the way at this?
About
I know
halfway.
I'm about halfway.
You're starting
So-
about halfway up. You're within move range of the one that's grappled.
Okay, so I can move and attack. Is
Yes.
that, okay. Understood. Understood.
Then the four sword's just your normal attack, correct? Thing? Yes.
Yeah.
I think it is. Yes.
I have a skill in it. That's all I know.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's not the other thing that you can do, then yeah,
Mm.
it's just your four sword.
Yeah.
So hit him.
You're
Okay.
Roll
moving
to
and
hit 'em.
attacking, and it's a melee attack, so you have to beat a
Yes.
12.
I have to beat a 12. Okay. Bonk. That's a 7.
All right. He's gonna roll to dodge, even though he's restrained, so it's gonna greatly affect his ability to do so. He doesn't.
Yay.
All I saw was a 6 on the first dice, and I was like, nope, he's not getting it.
So,
I need to have to look at the others.
how do I know what the damage is from this?
Now you roll damage, which is
We didn't
see if
decide
it's
what the
in here.
damage should be.
we did.
Oh, I'm
gonna
sorry.
say-
I shouldn't have
Nope.
used it then. I didn't realize we didn't.
I'm gonna say 2d plus 1
Okay.
for right now. We'll
Okay.
rework it if need be.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize we didn't. I forgot that we didn't figure that out.
You're good.
I wouldn't have used
You're
it
good.
otherwise.
It's an executive decision for right now. For this combat, it's 2d plus 1.
2D.
For the For the viewership that may know, the Force Sword does 8d6 damage, and we decided executively
That's
that's probably
crazy.
not balanced.
Yeah.
So we're trying to come up with a damage number that made sense.
You said +1, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's gonna be 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage.
Yeah.
It does not break its damage resistance.
Yeah.
Aw. Yeah, I didn't roll very well.
All right, Casper, you're up.
Cool.
Colt, you are on deck.
Okay.
I mean, we're looking good. I'm just gonna attack again.
Alright. And that's the one that you and Edison are fighting.
What can I do? Make 2 attacks against the same foe if you have, or 1 weapon that doesn't have to be readied after use.
On
Okay.
the bright
Well, I'm
side-
gonna do an all-out attack then.
Oh my goodness, wait, what does all out attack do again?
I can make 2
Oh,
attacks
God,
against
wait.
the same foe.
Oh, yay. Which means you can use your multi-hit twice?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I am not at a penalty this time.
No. But he still gets a dodge, correct?
Yes.
Can he dodge both of them or just
Um,
one?
You can dodge multiple times.
Okay.
20, so 12, so yeah, I succeeded.
Cool. I dropped my dice.
That would be a
Um,
16 margin of success.
First one fails. Because I rolled
Okay.
an 18. Or not an 18. What was that? Or 16. Almost a critical fail.
So yeah, that's just 16 damage on the
Okay.
first one.
Nice. Second one?
Um,
Note to self, more health in enemies.
18 on the second one.
Okay, so to dodge that one. Still doesn't dodge it.
Okay. Yeah, another 18 damage.
What's 16 plus 18? Brain fart.
34.
It doesn't matter. How do you want to do this?
Mm.
I think she kind of stances up. You notice, because all-out attack doesn't give you an active defense. All of the oscillations in her body are now in the weapon, and it fires twice as many projectiles as a result. And it just gets riddled with invisible bullets all over its body.
Yo.
And I feel like its body starts shaking and then bursts, basically.
Ew.
I don't know what hollow entrails look like.
Hollow guts. Are they hollow?
No. No, they're not. They're quite full.
No, they're full
Um,
of guts.
It's like a gusher when you like
Ew.
squish a gusher.
Ew.
Um,
Ew.
Oh, does that mean they're
it-
slimy on the outside too?
Ew.
No.
Eh.
No.
Oh,
But it does snap, crackle, and pop. And then explode.
and then they blow up.
And it
Yeah.
blows up. Yeah. I mean, you said
Yay.
it pretty well, so Colt, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, side note, Cyclic says it happens after the damage interval, so I think technically the second instance of damage would happen at the top of Colt's turn. But since we
well,
already did it, we won't.
It
worry
still
about
blows
right
up.
now.
Because Colt's right after you, so
Yeah.
Oh, so that was the one that was
Still
tied
blows
up,
up.
right? Just to
no.
be. That
No,
was
that
not
was the
one
free
that-
roaming.
Oh. Okay. My bad.
So what am I doing?
It's your turn.
Okay.
There's a guy in front of you. He's tied up in shadows. I completely forgot. Emmett, can you make me a self-control roll under the table?
Oh,
Okay.
Under
keep
the
it
What
together,
what is
bud.
that?
What did I say it was? Say 14.
14?
You good, bestie?
I don't know. This is something
got-
I know about.
You got some trauma that you need to share?
That's 8.
Secret disadvantage.
You're good. Just wanted to check something.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one that.
This is the one that hit you.
Okay, the one that I poisoned.
Yes.
I
Cusco's poison.
guess I will. Fuck. I know it's poisoned, so I'm just gonna take a dodge action. Or
Okay.
what's it called?
All out defense.
All out defense.
All out defense. I'm gonna add 2 to my. parry.
Okay. It's turn, so roll that poison damage.
No. That's what I was saying. The poison happens at the start of Colt's turn.
Oh, okay. Roll the poison damage then. I thought you meant the.
No. We already rolled the damage for that turn.
Wait, what?
We rolled it early. Remember, we rolled it once
During the monster's
when you
turn.
hit, and then we rolled it immediately after. But we were supposed to wait until now to roll it the second time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it happens at the start of my turn.
Yes,
Okay.
we already did the one for this round, so it's just its turn right now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay.
Didn't we roll poison at the start of
Yeah.
its turn last?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
We
Oh, so
already
it's
did
good.
it.
Cool. All right, I understand now. Good thing it's its turn now. And it's gonna take its arms
Oh.
and
It rips its own arms
Yeah.
off.
It attacks with its arms.
there it is.
In
Okay.
a assertion of dominance, it rips its own arms off.
It dares you to do the same with a look.
It's looking forward and is restricted. You see its bottom 2 arms kind of like pop and shoot out behind them to grab Dante.
You can
As
Whoa.
they
try.
like rotate back in a very unnatural manner.
You
Ew.
can absolutely try.
Not cool.
Not cool.
That's a 4.
Have to beat a 4.
That's a
No.
super success. Or like
that's a crit.
Yeah, it's a
critical
crit.
success. That's a crit. So I think it
Oh.
just happens, right?
Oh, there's an entire section about what happens on crits, but so you can just roll with it. Do
Yeah.
what sounds
For
good to
right
you.
now, it grabs you. It
Alright.
just it does. So you're gonna
What
have a
determines a
minus
crit?
4 to Dex. 3 or 4.
Oh.
You may not move away until he breaks free, or until you break free.
Bold of you to assume that I
With
want
any
to go
or
anywhere.
all of your arms. If you grab with more than 2 arms, each arm beyond. No, you only grabbed with 2. Hit location doesn't matter. Yeah, so you just have a minus to Dex. And for right now, it hurts. But it doesn't like hurt, but like you feel the pressure
Yeah.
as it like grabs you from the chest with like a giant, like a Barbie doll. Only
Cool.
a weird like body horror Barbie doll.
Thanks.
Nice.
Body horror Barbie doll.
Trauma Center Barbie. Yeah, and I guess it's your turn now.
Cool. I would like to switch from low gravity to high gravity.
Fuck.
That is a.
That
ready
is my
maneuver.
action.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. We never decided what'll happen. I'm gonna give it a strength, to see if it can still hold you,
Yeah.
which would be an ST, right? Just a ST check.
I don't know.
That I'm asking Connor.
Hold
That sounds
on.
right.
Well, I was gonna say the low or the high gravity setting does have a built-in affliction.
Yeah.
Oh, it does?
That might.
That might serve the purpose you're trying to
Oh,
demonstrate
well, what's
here.
it do?
It's
Explain.
it's an aura that gives disadvantage lame to enemies in the area.
That's
I
crazy.
believe there would be a saving throw against that.
Yeah, but I don't think we decided what that was.
Yeah.
This is a beefy guy, so we're gonna say 13. How's that sound?
Okay.
Pretty average.
Bitch.
He does
It's a
succeed.
health roll to resist. There it is.
Oh,
Health
health
roll
roll
to
to resist.
resist.
What's its health?
Health. Well, I guess it would just be whatever its health is.
Conveniently, what it rolled, which was 12.
It succeeds.
So it succeeds
Okay.
as it. The way that its arms are currently bending, you like pulling them down doesn't really like. It kind of like helps it a little bit because it pulls it into a more natural position. So it's still got a good grip on you.
Okay.
Edison, you're up.
I guess. I don't know if this is how it works or how far away, if there's like a range for it. How does my innate attack work, Connor?
I think it is
fatigue
ranged by
one?
default.
Okay. So he kind of uses the Edison kind of aims at the chakram that's now stuck in the wall and uses it as a pylon, essentially, to ricochet lightning from the pylon to the enemy holding Dante and Colt.
Well, that's kind of sick.
Um,
Oh, is it holding both of them right now? I thought it was just holding.
No,
Dante.
Is
it's
it
just
holding
holding
both of them?
Dante.
Oh, I thought it still had.
I thought I had two.
Colt pinned
No,
or
wait, no, because
something.
it's restrained.
It's got.
I was like,
two
oh my
of its
god, it's got
arms
two arms on
Dante,
one man, two arms on another.
and it's got two arms that's like
Jesus.
fighting the restraint.
Two arms on deck.
How does the attack work for that? Because it works differently. It's fatigue.
It's all normal. It's only different in how it does damage.
Oh, I see. So
You'll roll
it's-
against your innate attack skill,
attack skill
which is 12.
12. That is an 11.
That succeeds.
Does it get a defense?
Can dodge.
It can dodge, yes. It actually succeeds.
Yo,
That's
this thing's
crazy.
crazy.
He dodged
Emmett.
lightning.
It's wild.
Okay.
It was a really good roll.
I mean, it was bound to get one, because I don't know if it succeeded a dodge roll.
It is not.
I guess I'll just fuck myself then. For the second turn in a row.
There's
Jeez.
less you can do, so it's a lot easier
Yeah.
but it goes a lot quicker, I've noticed. Emmett, you're up.
I'm gonna throw another layer of binding on that, cause why not?
Do it.
What does he do? He tries to go against it, right?
Yep. Well, let me see if I. That is gonna be not quite a crit fail, but close. So that's not
Okay,
gonna
so
succeed.
he doesn't have to. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So he manages. You see these other shadows come up and start to grab him, and he just kind of like takes his front arms and just kind of rips them away. Lets go of the ones that are currently on him, and just managed to pull this tangible shadow away.
He doesn't get
Rini,
rid of
you're
the
up.
first layer, though. He's still
Right.
bound by the first layer. He has to actively try to escape that.
Yeah, he's still on the first layer, but
Okay,
Rini,
wait.
it's your turn.
So is he still holding on Dante, or was that the
He's
second
still holding
layer
on
took it off?
Dante. He's
Okay.
pretty bloody.
Okay.
How does dodging work then? Maybe I misunderstood that.
It would be more like for lack, if someone were like swinging at the head, he can't like physically move, but he can kind of like his
You
feet are
shimmy.
rooted in place, for lack of
Yeah.
a better term.
Okay.
It's kind of like being grappled. It's like, yeah, you can still, make a dex save when you're grappled.
That's true.
Yeah, cause yeah. I guess that's true. All right. Let me see. Is there anything? Okay. I would like to use my aptitude part 2, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and now can I, even though can I use it on the creature? Is that like, can I use it like that, or does it have to be me that
I'm
it
gonna say, in this circumstance,
like
you. It's like a field.
Like,
I'm gonna
I
say
wanted to
you
use-
can.
okay, yeah,
Because
I'll
of
just,
how part 2 works, I'm gonna say.
I'll say
that you
I'll
can
just I'll
use
say
it
I'll
on
just
him.
I'll say I Julia, what did you say Dante looks like when he uses his ability? Just curious.
Well, so his light ability makes him kind of float. And his heavy ability, I guess I didn't clarify. He kind of gets this like, it's almost like the absence of light is pulling at his frame. So he's got these like particles of like black gravitational energy just kind of like
Sick.
peeling off
Yeah.
of him.
Ooh, that's
Ooh,
cool.
It's
that's
Bound to
really
Man
sick.
versus Snake Man.
Cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of sick.
I think Rini sees that this thing's like not looking great and sees that Dante's still like in a bind. And she looks over to him and she's like, okay, now you're not exactly like a team player and you don't listen to people, that's totally fine, but like for like just like this one time, like if you could like listen to me and like make yourself light when I do this, that's like, that'd be super cool. Is that good? Is that good? Can I do that? Can I ask you to do that? Is that okay? Please?
Let me see.
Please?
Let me see. This one, just for calling it out for clarity's sake, this one I'm going to say is, I'm gonna say it's impulsiveness.
I was gonna say, I don't think this is a bad temper.
Nope, this is
No.
impulsiveness.
I was like, she said please.
A lot.
A lot. Please, is that good? Are we good? I want to be good, but I want to make sure I have a plan.
I rolled an 11 and my impulsiveness is a 9.
So you act
I'm gonna.
impulsively?
Yeah, is that what that means?
Yeah. Yeah. So
What's
by
your
impulse,
what's
are you
your-
gonna listen to someone saying, "Hey, this is something I would really like you to do, please,"
I have
or
a
would
plan,
you
please.
impulsively not do that?
That's the thing, right? That really is the fucking crux of it.
Well, do you want to hear what I'm doing, and then you can decide what?
Well,
if
because
you
that
do
would be
impulsive?
metagaming. I'm trying to
I
think
see.
of like Dante as a character. Like I don't want to make it difficult for you, but
Yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
same time,
Okay,
I
so
will
here's what
say-
impulsiveness says. It says
Yeah.
when your friends want to stop and discuss something, you should put in your 2 cents worth quickly, if at all, and then do something.
okay. So
If
Oh.
you failed impulsiveness, that means you don't want to know what she's planning.
yeah,
you wanna
absolutely
do it.
not.
So
Okay,
if anything,
he's like, if
you're
anything,
impulsive
all
now.
right. So he's like, all right, it better be freaking quick.
Yippee!
Oh,
She doesn't say
it will be.
yippee. That's Sam saying yippee. She doesn't go yippee. She kind of nods.
Yeah.
Cool. And how do I want this to look? I think.
I'm gonna. No, you're good.
Okay.
You're good.
I think for this aptitude specifically,
I'm gonna make a check on the background to see if it works
Okay.
the way.
I think her whole like the suit kind of glows like a vibrant a mix of like pink and like bright white, like the whole thing kind of like glows, you know what I mean? And then like the aura around her kind of glows a little bit. And just to flavor this in a gamer way, I think across the visor is like the cheat code that's like it's like AA whatever jump
The Konami code.
up down BA select start or whatever the fuck it is, just like across the
love it.
visor.
Right, BA.
Yeah. And that
Jump
goes
you down.
across her visor as she glows. And after that, she kind of these black particles kind of come off of her body and kind of move onto this creature, which then gets extremely heavy, and I would like the creature to fall through the floor.
The check I made on the side was to see if the floor would withhold it. And it failed miserably. Not a crit fail,
Yeah.
but
Copy paste.
So the floor breaks under you, under at least everyone not on the stairs, and not Emmett. So
Nice.
Also, it breaks
Or, I
on
mean,
the
not
rest of us.
Edison.
I didn't think that
so
through.
Colt,
Oh.
I need you to
Yeah.
make a
Haha.
dex.
Sorry, Colt. I didn't think that part through. I was just thinking.
Or let me look at what you have. See if you have anything that works. I would say either urban survival or either urban survival or just a dex. The choice is yours.
Choices.
And Dante, as it breaks, breaks free of you, or as it like starts to fall, it loses its grip on you. What were you going to impulsively make yourself light?
Yeah.
Okay. So it falls. Hard. What was Colt's roll?
Well,
Were you rolling?
I was gonna do Dex because that's
Okay.
easier to do.
Then
for
you
me.
succeed and you manage to jump out of the way.
Nice.
Sam, I need you to roll me 3d6.
3d6.
Yeah.
That's a 10.
How's it land?
Like, how does the creature land?
How do you
Or
want to do
what
it?
do you mean? Oh, death. I like to think. Wait, is Colt okay? I didn't tune into that
Colt,
part.
he jumped out of the
Yeah,
way.
I'm fine.
Fantastic.
Just barely manages to make it
Let's
towards.
go. Yeah, I think.
I don't know if he
think
like grabs onto someone to keep his balance, but he just barely
Yeah.
makes it to the stairs.
I think it would like try to like with its like two remaining arms, like try to like grasp to like the debris that's already like falling, so like it like falls hard on the floor, and before it can even like pick itself up, like the rest of the debris just like falls on top of it and like crushes
Nice.
it. Yeah.
So you hear the sickening sound of like scales breaking and his ceramic mask snapping as it gets buried in this rubble. As the hold on a second. As you see it trying to fight against the rubble, and it very quickly loses strength and its arms fall flat. The party is left to catch its breath as they look into this hole. Dante floating slightly over it. And Rini, the black particles seem to dissipate and go back into specifically your suit.
Cool.
With a bit of a light green light that
Cool.
looks very reminiscent of, it looks very familiar to Dante.
Cool.
And I will give you all one thing to say before we end the session.
Woo! She's like, we did it! All right, everybody, high fives, high fives. We did it. We completely are totally acing this exam. Huh?
Emmett will come up and like do a little like.
Yes, Emmett, let's go.
Yeah, I'll give a high five.
Dante's on the
Yes,
other.
Yeah,
not
I'll give
let's
a high
go.
five.
Edison's on
Yes!
the other side of the pit.
I'm just gonna. I use the slide.
Yeah, Dante's going back towards Edison. Yeah, yeah. he,
Well, I got
like,
the majority.
She like holds her hand up. He just like and like go.
I was expecting more of a reaction. Okay. Interesting. Casper, Colt.
After the high five, I think I will. Is there a safe way to jump down?
I mean, you could take you're on the stairs.
Oh yeah.
You could just
We'll walk
take
down
the
the
I mean, if
stairs
you
and,
want to
uh,
jump down, it's probably like a pretty big pile of rubble now.
I just want to get my dart.
No, I
I'm
think-
sure. Oh, that was the other one that you stuck. No,
All right.
that was that one. Yeah, I'm
No,
sure
that
it's
was
sticking
the-
out of like one of the. You could like dig the
What?
rubble away and get your dart back.
I was like, can I I don't know how far gone Dante already is, but can I like ask him if like thank him for
Yeah,
trusting me
I
on
mean,
that? Like, can I catch up to him?
You gotta make it around the pit. So speedy.
She's not that fast.
It
She's
takes
like,
a long
Dante!
time.
Oh my god, Dante, wait!
Oh, actually, Sam, could you also take 2 fatigue points away?
Yes. Okay, how do I? Where do I do that?
Just make a
Somewhere.
note that you have
Okay, I'll put a note.
2
like,
less
at the-
fatigue point. So you have 4 fatigue points right now. Cool.
just a note at the top.
I guess I'll say before we have this dramatic potentially moment. I think Casper kind of like looks outside. Well, if the test isn't over, we could fight more.
We could fight another one. We did fight. We fought 2. Are we gonna get bonus points? We should get bonus points.
Who knows?
Yo, that's.
Do we need to
Um,
like bring these things back with us?
Oh god, I hope not.
No.
Hopefully they have
Is
little
there
like
anything to
screens.
pilfer off of them?
They
Did you
were
say
captured
pilfer?
by they were
What?
they were captured by the Vanguard for this specific purpose. There's no need to do anything with them except let them rot.
Nice.
And then I'll kick it.
I'll kick it for good measure.
You get like the smallest hint of a smile from Dante, but it's gone if you blink.
You
Nice.
kick him.
We
And if
did
you
it.
look close, just the slightest bit of black gravity particles leave it once more. As the power is now gone.
Sick. You said 4 fatigue points, right? Or did you say
Yeah.
2? Okay, 4.
You have
Alright.
4 left.
Oh, 4 left. Okay, I'm just gonna 4
Yeah.
left. Sweet.
Cool. And is there any other interactions we want to
Oh,
do
yeah.
real quick, or
Oh,
we want to
yeah,
end
yeah.
the...
Yeah, I wanna run up to Dante and like think. So I'm gonna run up to him and be like, "Oh my, hold on, don't go anywhere yet. Okay, thank you for trusting my idea back there. I know you're not, and so thanks. I think that worked out pretty well. So,
Anything to kill it fast.
Yeah.
Lesson 1: try not to fight in close quarters. And Dante's gonna turn and take the slide that Edison made.
Just
All right.
And he's still
As
he's
serious
still
as
low
possible.
gravity. Oh yeah, he's like stone cold serious. It's like the equivalent of what's his face riding on the unicycle like murderously from the One Piece live action.
Yep.
Love it.
He like slides down the slide, but his like feet barely don't touch the ground.
Sick.
Smooth.
Nice.
And with that, we're gonna end this week's session. You guys successfully defeated your first hollow. Rini somehow used another aptitude.
Let's go.
And you leave this crumbling building safely. Yeah, that's where we're gonna wrap it up. We'll pick up next time.
Yay!
There's still some exam left, and there's still the consequences of your actions,
Oh,
for lack of a
Lovely.
better term. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. You can find us on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Audible, iHeartRadio, pretty much anywhere that you can get your podcast, you can find us. If you're watching this on Twitch or on YouTube, it will be coming to Spotify and the other places you can get our podcast as soon as we finish a thumbnail for it, but that is in the works currently. So thank you guys for watching. Does anyone have anything else to say? Julia?
Very good for you. You need it to survive, and if you're gonna be grumpy, you need water.
And
Especially
we'll see you all when we see ya. Thank you for watching. Have a great night, guys.